and welcome everyone to a Sacred Symbols reading. I'm your host, Desiree DeMars, and today is Saturday, January 28th, I believe. And wow, the month has flown by, and we just went through a new moon phase, I believe it was, so that's this beautiful time to really hone in on what it is you see for your future, what you want to create, even just the next month, one step at a time. And I know we're getting really close to this big shift with Capricorn going into Aquarius. So again, I always refer people to Pam Gregory, astrologer. She's amazing, just so grounded and simple, really aligned with the frequency of love and helping people to stay focused there during this time of great transition, and understanding the astrological influences that are there for us now. So as you prepare for the reading for this coming week, just take a few deep breaths. Let yourself just relax. Take at least 2 breaths in through the nose, nice and slow, and hold for the same amount of time. And then exhale through the mouth. Nice and slow, easily and effortlessly. And each time breathing like that, just knowing that you're activating the vagal nerve. Beautiful. And creating coherence between the heart and the brain. And then feel your tailbone sinking down into the ground, into the cushion, all the way down to the center of the earth as you imagine this brilliant white light coming down from the heavens and anchoring you even more deeply, surrounding you, so that you feel both a sensation of grounding and expansion, balanced, right, in all directions. And just know, as this energy naturally flows back up through our toroidal field, the field of the heart and the head, the field of the body with the central channel now activated with this beautiful core energy of the earth, this molten lavic core, activating our own core energy, our base chakra, right? This iron element, this hemoglobin, the vitality in our blood, our immune system, aligning with whatever is going on, even if it's COVID or whatever. I'm going to post a link below the video too of an amazing interview of Dr. Zach Bush about findings on viruses, the truth about viruses, how they're connected to wildfires, and more. And it will just bring tears to your eyes. It's just so powerful. So just feel that power in Gaia, the grounding, the expansion, the balance, and then feel that beautiful energy as it flows up. It is activating and balancing all of our chakras so that all of our chakras are open, fully functioning, front and back, balanced and aligned. Acknowledging that we are multidimensional beings, holographic souls, consciousness, ever evolving, infinite and eternal as it flows out the top of your head, now infused with rainbow light. Feel the rainbow, the starlight that you are, this crystalline structure taking form from the old into the new. The plasma, the knowledge that it's actually plasma in our bodies. And I'm going to keep you updated about an amazing research project that I'm going to be involved in, and I'll share with all of you around water. Water and plasma. The fourth aspect of water is plasma, right? So just feel yourself fluid, flowing, so that you can go with the flow It's not just a funny saying, it's the truth of who we are, aligning this from the star nation that we came from into this physical form. Now remembering, having a soul remembering, feeling in that central channel. I'm getting chills as you visualize or imagine a golden light, this warm golden light, the golden grid coming down, the golden one that you connect to, this energy. If it resonates with you, just feel this golden grid of all that is, the great mystery, now activated and expanding on a holographic level. And then creating sacred space for the reading by calling in all of the directions, the east, the south, the west, the north, above, below, and the middle. All of the elementals, earth, air, fire, water, ether, plasma, neutrinos, and gammas, and all those elements yet unknown to man, come and be with us. Sit in the sacred circle. We invite you to be a part of this cosmic wisdom that we tap into today, that we align ourselves with today. Come and be with us, all of our guides, angels, teachers, guardians, the seen and the unseen, the magical and the mystical, the two-legged, the four-legged, the many-legged, the winged ones, the finned ones, the creepy crawlers. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. Sit in the sacred circle. We invite you. Come now. Bring your guidance, wisdom, expertise, understanding, so that we may receive that perspective too. And may all of our ancestors join us. Those who've gone before us, lived a good life and transcended, are now here working on our behalf. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. All of those whose names we do not know, but whose blood runs through our veins. Sovereign souls here gathered together. We ask for your guidance for the week, guidance for this day, guidance for this moment. And the benefits that we reap from this, may they be for the highest good of all, so that we may continue to sit in gratitude in your presence and express the highest potential of the light. In full faith, so be it. Aho. So just a little rattling there to bring in, to emphasize that theta alpha state, so that the unspoken aspect of you can just resonate with that sound. Feel that rattle calling in for you in whatever way resonates for you. And then join with me by blowing into the basket 3 times with your intention. And I like to call this the I am process, which is your intention followed by your attention, movement, right? In constant movement, constant motion. This is evolution. This is growth. This is why all of this is happening, crazy or not. It's for our next, evolutionary leap as human beings, as citizens on this earth. Why and how, maybe we don't know quite yet, but this is the truth. And so blow 3 times with that inner truth that's in your heart. May these sacred symbols bring forth a download, an aha, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, some kind of beautiful awareness. Oh gosh. Oh, there it is. Well, something flew out of the basket. That's amazing. Wow. Okay. And it's an important piece. It's the key. I'm going to put it right at the center. And shortly, for those of you who've watched before, you know how we roll, and that is I switch over to this camera so that you can get a bird's eye view of the pieces as they land, okay, on the cloth, on the sacred circle here. So, in fact, what I'm going to do is, bear with me, take a breath, Get that final sense of your intention. Now put your attention into the reading. Here we go. Let's get rid of this and let's expand this. And I'm going to just wiggle this around a little bit so that you get a nice centered view. And with the key at the center already, how fascinating. Let's say it wanted some attention. I try not to have them fly all over the place, so I can't find them later. But here we go. And I hope some of you are being encouraged to find your own symbols, to dive in more deeply. I'll just say that the Shift Network's Ancestral Healing Summit is coming. It's starting Monday, and I will be one of the featured speakers on the first day, offering a sacred ceremony of these symbols and a reading of the bones. And you will get to meet Lisa Bonice, and together we're going to explore what comes up for us as a whole, as a collective, going into 2023. So this is pretty fascinating. Let's see. Wow, okay, so my little piece that represents the great mystery cracked. Wow, I feel that way. And it's right at the center. It pushed the key out of the way and it took center stage. Now that is fascinating. I'll just have to hopefully find it. So these are the kind of observations you want to make, even if you've got your own system or your own set, I should say, and you're starting to do that. And what I was going to say is I'm going to be offering a discount on one-on-one readings, and people can, if you're interested, let me know if you'd like to mentor or work as a group in learning how to read the bones, learning, having an initiatory process of it'll be either 3, 6, 9 months, depending on the offering, what I'm offering at the time, but this is fascinating. So just check out what's going on here at center for us. The inquiry is right here, this piece of white coral. And you know, this is where you would be sitting. So just orient yourself here. I usually try to flip it around, but if you just orient yourself to this would be right in front of you. Right, if you look straight down, this would be right in front of you, and I would be over here. So look at that. The inquiry is just wide open. It's saying, looking at the lock here, 2 things I'll say. You know, really utilize the power of your power animals or any animals that are coming into your life, and really utilize the power of community. Really feel connected, reach out, create community, whatever that means or takes for you. And this is all about, that's fascinating. This is the element of earth, and it's sitting on its side. I have never seen that. It's like a little mountain. It's like, wow, it reminds me of, you know, South America, the native people, the indigenous there call them the Apus. It looks like a mountain. And it's saying, I'm getting chills just looking at this. So it's like this evolutionary process that we're in, this this shift that's going on in our sun as we go through the photon belt, this new quality of light that we're feeling. And this is all sitting next to Buddha with his third eye open. So it's all about, you know, just receiving, feeling grounded so that you can receive these immense transitions, immense transformation that's happening. And for now, I'm going to just stay within the diamond here. And so sun, and the sun also represents us, like astrologically, your personality, who you are out in the world, right? And then we've got This is the moon, and it's the new moon. It's so interesting. We just had a new moon. So just, tuning into the emotions, the aspects of the moon itself in sync with cycles, and notice what's getting in the way of your passion. This represents a little bit of a fog or blockages that may be in your way. This is your passion. And here's your father. Here again, third eye, horse resting right on top of your father, which is all about dive into your passions. It's moving toward the passion. Even if you feel like there's a fog, just, one step at a time. Keep moving forward. Keep working on opening the inner eye, right? This third eye energy. Be aware of your third eye energy. I think with so many of us getting downloads now, or insights, ahas, there is just, that's important. Here's bear claw, which is all about introspection, hibernation, 4 feet on the ground. And again, this juicy little reminder that we keep getting, and the key got pushed over right toward it is Uranus, Saturn. Saturn, huge changes. Just be so aware of this time right now. Here's a little timekeeper, and it's saying that which is not yet created, that which is not yet created. Be really aware of this potentiality that we're living in, and that these things that we want to change about structure, confinement, restriction, it's going to happen in bursts. That's just how it's going to roll right now. And then the throat chakra and the heart chakra here are wide open. Oh, and here's our other little piece of the great mystery. Fascinating. I will put it back together, but it didn't go far. It's right here, right next to heart, this little jade piece, and throat chakra. So, this idea of the sacred, really the sacred seed, the sacred sounds, right? If you recite mantras, that, or have taken yoga and studied it in depth, the importance of mantras and the seed sounds. And it's about like partnering through this great transfiguration. This is the great ones on your mother's side, your maternal great ones, greats and great great greats. And this is just a reminder. I think this great mystery is saying, we're in this huge Pluto cycle. The US is having a Pluto return, and this is just the way things are unfolding. So it's important to speak your truth, right? And this is an ancestor, a young adult, some kind of connection to the lock here, some kind of transformation happening in it with a young adult, or maybe you as a young adult, you're remembering something as a young adult, and it's, triggering this recall or memory of who you are and what you are letting go of, what once felt locked or inaccessible is now accessible during these bursts of energy that we're getting. These electrical charges, these lightning bolts, so to speak, of Uranus. And this is fascinating. Here is you are here, and then the other is there. It's kind of like you guys are, we're snuggled together here. There's lots of protection. The other is receiving. There's like a giving and receiving here. And right at the top of your head is this little bone, this forked bone, which is a fork in the road. So just know there's something here on the earth plane that is all about, making choices. And yet look how amazing this is, that it's up in the air. So it's out here, it's saying the sky's the limit. So whatever you choose, it's all about choosing. So speak your truth, Venus, truth, love, and beauty. Speak your truth, express it, and go for it. Just go for it, whatever it is, right? There's no right or wrong. And it's all about just having a clear vision. It's about the vision of what makes your heart sing, right? And, I'm just going to make this reading brief today, so I'm not going to get too in depth with everything. I'll give you some highlights here. It's, again, we're still having this experience of a soul remembering on a real basic level, this is second chakra. So on our creative level as a human evolving, again, I'm going to mention this Dr. Zach Bush interview. He's being interviewed by another amazing farmer in Australia, and I swear he is just channeling by the end of the interview the beauty and the power of even how the masculine can come into a place of such gratitude, reverence, and joy around the evolutionary process of this feminine, of the feminine. You'll just witness it through Zach. It's just amazing. So that's what the soul remembering is all about. And again, this rattling or putting yourself in the frequency of an alpha or theta state, whether it's recordings or devices that you have. I love listening to HemiSync every morning as part of my practice, and just getting that brain balanced. We need all the help we can get with this 5G and God knows what's going on in the skies. So it's like a rebirth. Just remember what we're feeling is like a rebirth, and this, our blueprint is being exposed. Our blueprint is being kind of, we're getting a projection of really, I see that's what's happening. We're starting to see the future. And what's important again is to co-create from a place of passion, a place of innocence, right? Like let your emotions flow. Here's the shaman with the water element right on top. I think it's the year of the water rabbit, is it? It's, but wow, the water is essential. We already know that. We're running out of water in some places. We have too much water in other places. And this is, I'm getting chills just talking about it, but here is shaman saying, yeah, this is part of the blueprint, part of what you came in for. Another little Buddha here, which also represents panther, right? Or jaguar. And that stealth, that beauty, that exquisite focus, right? Of really taking a deep dive. This is ancestral healing, right? Taking a deep dive. And definitely work with your own inner medicine, plant medicine, be your own medicine. This is the highest form of healing we could all take right now, is trusting our own inner truth and following it. And just know that the emotions that are coming through as we are in this place of innocence, just think ancestrally. I mean, it's mind-blowing how many generations have been without a war. There is nobody that has escaped the trauma of destruction, of this idea of war and separation. So this is a huge evolution. I feel totally emotional just thinking of it. So here is grandfather on your mother's side. Our DNA is changing. The collective is moving forward, and we are remembering the stars that we are, right? The elements of the stars. We know the water that is here in the form of lakes and rivers came from asteroids, stars hitting the planet. The actual the water that was just inherent in the composition of the earth, that is primitive water. But this water that evolved, and I love that star came to me, star nations came in the form of this green jade, and so did the collective, because that's the color green. You'll hear about Zach Bush talk about this, what the color green, my brain just lights up. What that does for us. So even now, as I'm saying this, I'm thinking like, what a blessing that this cloth that came to me is green. And so really trust this collective process that we're in. Remember the star that you are. Just know things are moving. It's all about change, flowing, drumming, the heartbeat, balancing out your mind and just releasing what no longer serves, right? And the ancient ones are all here to support you in this journey. So with that said, wow. I felt like I went on a journey. I hope you did too. I hope you gained, even if it's just a morsel of insight, one little breadcrumb that took you forward, right? one little breadcrumb that took you forward. I feel so much gratitude for being able to share this with all of you. So let me move this out of the way today. Move this over so it's out of our screen. There we go. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you all for joining me today on this journey. I encourage you all to join me on the Ancestral Healing Summit from the Shift Network. I mean, not just for me, there are 30 some other 35 there may be, I don't know exact number, but there are other teachers, healers, wisdom keepers, amazing people, elders. Just dip your toe in, get your feet wet, just explore and see who resonates with you, what resonates with you, and then follow your heart. And I just want to say that I am incredibly grateful to just be a part of the evolutionary process of this summit moving forward. This is my second year now, and I just, it's beyond words. I don't know. It does everything to you, you know? I mean, it pushes your boundaries, it pushes your comfort zones, and then it gives you such joy and compassion to be part of a greater family, a soul family that, you know, our intention is all about raising the frequency of love so that we no longer have separation, wars, and these things that dehumanize us, deunify us, right? Because unity is diversity. That's what evolution is about. And I encourage you to watch Zach Bush's interview. I'm going to include that in the link below. So I love you all. Thank you for joining me. And let's close with a little more rattling, just a few seconds, so that we close the circle in gratitude and appreciation for receiving all that was received, and knowing that all those we come in contact will also receive this blessing. Aho.